was the last time you took a leap of faith, trusting that everything is going to work out? Do you crave growth, or are you merely content with the status quo? If you want more out of your life, out of your career, and out of your relationships, you are in the right place. Take the leap and discover how to create a life by design rather than living it by default. Real success starts with you. Now here's your host, Colleen Biggs.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Take the Leap. I am your host, Colleen Biggs, and today is going to look a little different. I have a lot on my mind that I want to talk about today that has been coming up a lot. I've seen it in social media feeds, on LinkedIn, within my own clients, within the Leap community. So many women seem to be burning out because they're not reaching the level of success that they had planned for themselves. And they're not finding the joy and the happiness in what they're doing. And it just really makes me feel so sad that they feel that way. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to avoid that as an entrepreneur, because I actually have had to combat that as an entrepreneur and been through it. And before I get started, I want to thank our sponsor of today's show, Beyond Basil Mobile Pizzeria. Imagine if your wedding and private event was catered by a luxurious trailer equipped with wholesome ingredients and lots of TLC and a pizza oven imported from Italy. Our goal at Beyond Basil Pizza is to make the best pizza you've ever had. We know how to do this too. Your best pizza experience is our highest priority. Be sure to contact us on Instagram at Beyond Basil Pizza and follow us there to see some amazing pizza photos, or you can reach us at beyondbasilmobilepizzeria.com. It's so easy to plan your next event with us. We've got you covered. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk happiness and burnout as an entrepreneur. I was reading a book this morning that was shared as a gift to me about the hustle and the hurry and how to quiet the noise in your life. And I first want to ask every single one of you as the listeners, when do you ever spend time just unplugging? So do you unplug from computers? Do you unplug from phones? Do you unplug from TV? Do you just spend time outdoors? Do you unplug and go on vacation? Do you unplug and just spend maybe the seventh day, which is the seventh day that God rested, down worshiping God and filling your cup? I will tell you that when I was in corporate America for decades, it was burning the candle at both ends. In fact, when I would get emails from individuals that were colleagues from mine at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because yes, of course, I was still awake, I would be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're working this late. And then on the other end of that, I felt almost like, well, I should be doing more. If they're returning emails at 11 or 12 at night, maybe I should be returning emails at 11. Is that what's going to get me noticed? And so it was like wearing the badge of busy. That was what everyone did to be noticed. Like, I'm doing more over here. Look at me and how great I am and all of my accomplishments. And, that is going to be what is going to get me ahead. And I did that for so many years. So you can only imagine that when I started settling in as an entrepreneur, when I became an executive, and really feeling like I'm going to enjoy this journey, I went on a self-discovery journey in 2016. And when I went on that self-discovery journey, I started realizing so much about myself and what I loved and what I didn't love. And I didn't even know, when I would travel, I would only go visit clients. I never would do anything fun for myself unless it was things that were necessary, like I had to stop somewhere to eat. I worked out in the morning before I left the hotel. I would eat breakfast, right? All the necessary stuff, eating, sleeping, exercising, driving. And then one day I asked an individual while I was eating if they knew of any good places, because I was stuck in a city for the weekend. if they knew of any good places or events going on that day that I could go visit. And they talked about this cute little farmer's market that was happening down the road. So I went over there and walked around and really enjoyed my time at this farmer's market. And I met an individual that shapes bicycle spokes into anything you want him to say. So I asked him if he would spell my last name, Biggs. And it was like this little kind of stand that he created with the name Biggs on it. And I gave it to my husband as a gift for his birthday when I had gotten back from the trip. And I met a lady who was weaving baskets from this type of, I don't even remember what it was. It looked like corn husks or something. And I met a gentleman who would take these leaves and create these roses. And then I met the most interesting people and had conversations with them for hours at this farmer's market, learned about what fruits and vegetables grew the best in South Carolina. I mean, found out what were the best foods to eat. Of course, shrimp and grits is a big favorite down there. There was so much I learned about the culture, about the people, and how every individual there just seemed so happy that I ran into. And I was really drawn to those individuals because of their happiness. And I thought to myself, why am I not that happy? Why am I not happy every day? Why do I feel miserable? Why do I feel like it's like Groundhog Day every day? And I just wake up and I, get up before the sun comes up and I get showered and I brush my teeth and I go to the bathroom and I get dressed. I put on lotion. I, put my makeup on. I do my hair. I go to work. I do my work like a puppet. I drive home. I, do dinner and do the evening. Sometimes you're doing laundry. You're running kids around. It just felt like I was on this hamster wheel, right? I think a lot of us maybe feel that way in corporate America, but how many of you have left corporate America and now as an entrepreneur, you still feel like you're on the hamster wheel? Is that you? Because it doesn't have to be you. That's the beautiful part about this is you don't have to be on the hamster wheel. You can choose to get off and you can choose to give up the badge of busy. You can choose to wake up every day and enjoy your life. You can enjoy your business. I tell my clients all the time, if you're doing something in your business you don't love, either delegate it to someone else or don't do it. I had a client that did not like doing workshops. Because she didn't like doing workshops, do you think that she drove any clients through these workshops? That's what it was intended for her to do, was to give a bunch of information away for free, teach something. And then if someone wanted to, learn how to do more, she would be able to teach them and they could join a program with her. But she hated doing them. If she hated doing workshops, her energy was not driving anyone to work with her. So it wasn't successful. So when we're doing the things that we don't even like to do, and we're just doing it to do it because we think that's what I have to do, as an entrepreneur, the really only thing you have to do as an entrepreneur is you have to get your brand out there somehow. It's got to be visible. Either you're the one on the stage speaking because you love being in the spotlight, you're the one networking, you're the one that is doing the social media posts and the live reels every day, or someone on your team is doing it for you. Or maybe you have Google ads, or maybe you have Facebook ads, or maybe you have LinkedIn ads, excuse me. Visibility is crucial when it comes to building a business. Being seen, being heard, that is crucial. To me, it's the number one thing in business is you've got to have visibility. So put yourself in the networking events that you love, that you have fun in, that you have like-minded people in the room, that you enjoy having conversations with. Go to events that you enjoy. Be around the people you want to be around. I don't understand why anyone would wake up daily and choose to be miserable and choose to feel like They're never getting done what they need to get done, or feeling like they're on this hamster wheel in their business. When you're growing a business, yes, you have to have the accelerator down. There's times when you are getting your brand out there for people to get to know you, and then the momentum kicks in, and then it kind of takes over from there. But you can't let your foot off the accelerator. Since you can't lift your foot off the accelerator, why not be doing the things you wake up every day that you love to do? What's lighting you up? I just don't understand why anybody out there is struggling as an entrepreneur and are not happy. When if it's what you love, I do a podcast, I do interviews because it's what I love. I educate individuals on things that I know and I've been through and I've made mistakes on, because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I've made. I used to make the mistake of having expectations on my clients. I expected them to be successful when I taught them. And then another individual looked at me one day and said, expectation is a form of control. You can't control your clients. You can only love them. Changed my whole relationship with them. But I didn't know what I didn't know up until that point. And then when I heard that, I thought, oh, she's so right. Thank you, Jean, for that, by the way. She's so right. You can't have expectations on other people. You can have goals that you set for yourself. You can work towards those goals. You can work alongside a business coach. You can work alongside a community and build those goals. Just change the plan, but don't change the goal. If your goal is to become a speaker and what you're doing is not working, change the plan. Don't change the goal. Just change the plan. I say something to myself every day that goes like this. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And I remember a time in my life where I wasn't. I thought I was. I forced it in a relationship I was in. So piled on with how unhappy I was in corporate on top of this relationship I was in. I had multiple migraines regularly, went to the doctors. They did CAT scans. Guess what they found? Nothing. The doctors are like, we can't see why this is happening. I had motion sickness that I just couldn't combat. Couldn't go on a cruise ship, couldn't be a passenger in a car, could never read anything in a car, struggled on roller coasters. Some of my favorite things to do, roller coasters, my absolute favorite. I'm kind of a daredevil that way. As soon as I made the decision to change my life, I made the decision. This is the key indicator right here that will change everything in your life. The day you decide that you're not going to live the way you were living and you're going to change your circumstances, everything gets better. Overnight, I had no motion sickness. Legit, never had to take another pill when I got on an airplane, cruise ship. And I was like, oh no, I get motion sickness, till I didn't have something with me one day and realized, oh, I don't get motion sickness. That was just something that I said I had. And no more migraines. I was never sick. I was so happy because I made the decision to remove the things out of my life that were causing these ailments. I made a decision and it changed my life. I made a decision that I didn't want to work in corporate anymore. And I wanted to find out what it would be like to do things on my own. And even though it was hard, and even though growing my business was hard, and it was a lot of hours and a lot of days and just thousands and thousands of individuals that I networked with and got myself out there, I just put the pedal to the metal and said, I'm doing this. I never gave up because I believed it was possible. I believed that I was going to be able to do it. And I believed in me. No matter what, even though other people might not have believed in me, which by the way, they didn't, I believed in me. I knew that if I put a retreat together and I wanted to fill that retreat and there were 8 bedrooms and that's how many women I wanted to have there, that I prayed and prayed and prayed and listened and asked God to put upon their hearts who would be the best individuals for this retreat. And always the right women came together at the right time. And it was never a shock to me when someone would walk up to me and say, you have no idea how bad I needed this weekend. I've met some of the most amazing women that have come into my life because I really believe that God has placed our paths together. If we don't believe and make the choice, so decisions are in our heads. The decisions are in our heads that I'm going to be an entrepreneur and this is the way I'm going to live my life. And it doesn't matter what it takes. I'm going to love this because I'm free and I'm an entrepreneur and I can make money wherever I want to make money. It's my choice. I can take care of myself however I want to take care of myself. I provide myself self-love every morning. I work out, I read, I write my gratitudes. I spend time just with me. Before I ever look at my phone, before I ever walk to my computer, I'm up 3 to 4 hours before I ever even walk to my computer. And I'm still at my computer earlier than most other entrepreneurs that are in my circle. And I'm already up 3 or 4 hours before that. So when the end of the day comes and it's 4 or 5, I'm ready. Like by 9 o'clock, I'm out. I'm asleep. I'm ready to get some food. I'm ready to spend time with family. I'm ready to go to t-ball or soccer or hang out with grandkids or whatever it is that my husband and I need to go to Home Depot, whatever it looks like. I'm ready to move on to that part of my day because I do the things that make me happy. And I also say every day in every way, I am getting better and better, meaning I'm not the best I can be today. I'm not the best I'm ever going to be tomorrow. Every day I wake up to become a better person. And every day I wake up to become a better person in the eyes of God. And every day I wake up believing and making the choice that I can build anything I put my mind to, that I can do anything I put my mind to. And when I don't have the answer, which trust me, a lot of times I don't have the answer, that's okay. I say, I'll figure it out and I'm going to do what it takes to figure it out. Make it happen. And it can only happen when you make the decision and then believe it. I can't have an expectation on you or my husband or my kids because then I'm trying to control a situation. I can only love my clients, my kids, other individuals, my grandkids, you name it, everybody in my life. I can only love them. So I really want to put that out there today and challenge each one of you to look at your life and say, where in my life have I decided that I don't want to be happy? Where in my life have I decided that this is the way I want to run my business? Where in my life have I decided that I'm not worthy of asking that person to spend money to work with me or join one of my programs or register for my mastermind? Because in the end, it was never about you anyway. It still isn't about you. It's about the service that you're giving to others. You exist for that. We always have, we always will. But you have to be whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And when you are, you attract other people to you. It is literally the easiest formula on how you attract the right customers to you. Not once has someone ever signed up or registered for something of my events, my programs, and didn't say, I was attracted to you because I saw you on stage. I was attracted to you because I heard you speak. I was attracted to your energy in that networking room. I was attracted to your website. I was attracted to whatever it is. They're always attracted to it. That's how you build a business. You just show up as you, happy, fun, great energy, because you love what you're doing and you're building the business you love, and you choose happiness every single day, no matter what. It doesn't matter what happens to you. If you want to give me every excuse of why you can't be happy, then just admit it, that you prefer to be a victim. It's where you want to stay and you're not willing to change. I don't work with those individuals because I can't change you. Because then that would be me having an expectation, right? You have to make the decision. And I promise you, when you make that decision, you're going to be so much happier. So much happier, because the decision you're going to make is about choosing happiness, choosing to be whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy every single day. And every day, in every way, you're going to be getting better and better and better. And you're going to attract people that want to be around that energy. I tell you every episode, you're the only you that's ever been. You are the only you that will ever be. Choose you. I mean, my tagline in my signature, the name of my company is Be You, Be Strong. Be exactly who you are, but the happiest version of you possible. Be that. And be strong, meaning you're going to stand in that truth. You're going to stand in that righteousness. You're going to stand in your character and in your integrity. And you're going to believe that no matter what, that is the path for you. Choosing happiness. I hope and pray that my words resonated for you today, so that in your life tomorrow, after you've heard this podcast, that you wake up and you choose to be happy, because it will change your life forever. And repeat after me: I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Until next time, be you and be strong. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery, where you learned the tools to create a life by design. Remember, you are the only you there is, and you are the only you that will ever be. Be you and be strong, because you are brilliant and the world needs you at your best. We cannot wait for you to join us again next time.